Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey here at the helm as I show you how to operate a yarn swift yarn ball winder in combination to convert your high-end yarn just like so that it's easy to use. You will also find yarn on the marketplace that's in the massive retailers where you literally need to wind it up in order to be able to use it right away. So today I'm going to show you how to set up your yarn swift. I have another video, let me put a link right on the screen right now, and this is how to operate this ball winder in order to get it started. But in today's tutorial I'm going to show you more about the swift, and if you want to know how to set up the yarn ball winder as well as get some tips, then you can go to that video right now. Just rolling up my sleeves as I get down and dirty into this particular project. And what I have here is, this is by Knit Picks, and you will find that site available online if you're looking for it. And basically it looks like an umbrella, but this is actually for holding your yarn for when you're going to use it. And basically it just comes up in 3 different pieces. The 2 screws are outside of the package. Everything else comes complete as is. Now because it is wood, you want to do a little bit of extra caution when you're going to tighten this up. That I tend to use my whole wrist when I'm turning this. I just don't get down like in the end like this because I'm just scared it's going to snap. It is really thick. It probably will not, but I don't want to end up with a project or a product that I cannot use because I broke it. So essentially what it does is that you want to open it up like this. And your yarn swift, basically the yarn is going to travel on the inside of this, and when it's working, I'm just going to hold this piece here right now, and you can see it just free spins. And essentially you have no friction at all, and what we want to do is that we want to set up our ball winder so that the yarn is going to be put onto this thing and go right into the ball, and we don't even have to think twice about it. So here's my tips for setting it up on the table now. Okay, the first step I want to do is that I want to mount it to the table. Now the yarn winder is going to be in this direction, so I don't want to put it onto the table so that the clamp here is going off to the side. I want to do it so that the clamp teeth, just like so, if the yarn ball winder is over here, that I want the C shape of this to be mounted to the table. So what I've done here is that I've got a placemat because this is raw wood here and I have a wood table. I want to protect the surface, so all I'm just going to do now is just put it on top of the placemat, and I'm going to just go underneath just like so. And basically, I don't have to be over tense with it. This project is really quite sturdy. I just want to make sure it's strong enough so it's not going to fall off the table. So the yarn swift is now over here, and I want to put the yarn ball winder in this direction. So the C shape is on the outside of here, and just like the ball winder here, I don't want to come in through the front of me here. I want to come on the outside. So again, it's the C shape of the clamping, just like you see. So again, I want to protect my table, put down a place mat, just like so, and go down and just wind it up like so. And now I got my whole configuration ready. Everything is good to go on this end, and now it's up to me to load up my yarn in order to make the yarn go from here to here so I can get a fabulous ball that looks like this. So I'm using another yarn that I found at the retail store, and essentially I just want to be a little bit tender when I'm going to open up the package. I've not opened up this before, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I want to be a little conscientious of where all the strings are going, because this particular one could be your worst nightmare. So let's essentially take the packaging out of the equation. Oh my. I'm already getting nervous. I'm starting to shake on camera. But voila, the way that they have everything done. So it looked like a big heap when it was on the packaging, but in actual fact, you can clearly see that it is a big section, just like so. So now let's take this and convert it into a small little yarn ball in order to make it more usable for this. So let's set up our swift next. So we're now ready to load up your swift. The swift is clamped, and you can see it just goes up and down like an umbrella, and then you have a clamping mechanism right here. I will tell you that this screw is very difficult on my particular swift in order to turn by hand. I have been using vice grips. I'm not saying that you should do that because I don't want to be responsible for you breaking it, but I'm unable to turn that naturally with my own hands in order to do it, and I don't want to apply so much pressure that I'm going to break it. So that's just a little tip for you. So let's get out our hank, and we're now ready to load. We're not going to cut any of the strings that are on the hank, and seriously, I just want to put it over top of the swift like so. And using my other hand, so I got to open and use my other hand, I just want to push up so that it opens up like an umbrella. And you see how I just kind of let that just slide into position. And now we just want to move up the clamping right there. And we just want to tighten it so that it just will not fall back down. And so now we're ready to wind this up in the ball winder, but we have to take care of the hank first and start releasing the strings in order to do that next. Now on these hanks, you will notice that there's strings that are attaching it together. That's what makes it one piece when you go to open it up. And on this particular one, they have red, which is the same color, which is really difficult to see. And essentially, I'm just going to look for it and just start snipping them. Now, because it's on the Swift, I can do that safely, and I'm not worried about it. And usually, those yarn pieces are tied around the ends. Okay, so you can see that there. And so usually, there's 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4 of those all the way around this particular piece, just like so. So I'm just kind of feeling my way through. You can literally put your finger in between sections, and when it runs into a tie, then you know you've got one. Okay, so here is the tie. And you see these ties are actually tied right to the start and the last of the string, like so. So I think that was it had strings on both sides, so I think this is the beginning and the end. So now I'm just going to pull and just see what happens when I pull it all the way around. Will it continue to go, or will it get stuck? In this case, it did get stuck, so there's probably something more there. And this is one of those frustrating things that if you had somebody working with you, is that if they start moving around, this yarn can get tangled really easily on its own. And so you just want to be a little bit mindful of that as well. So now that I've released that one, okay, so we can safely assume that this is going to go all the way around. And so now we're going to go to the yarn ball or the yarn winder and start winding this up. So let's do that next. We're now completely ready to go from the Swift now to the yarn ball winder, and there are slower tutorials on how to load up one of these available, and we just want to begin to start it. So this is a great way. Instead of wrapping it by hand from your Swift, you can just literally go like this and wrap and basically take the hank off. Now what I noticed also is that when I had other ones, I've gone really fast on it, but what I find at the very end rotation of the Swift is that sometimes the strings are tied, and so basically they're tied in a full circle, and so you'll essentially see that it will come to an abrupt halt. So as I see the yarn coming down to the end, I'm going to slow down so that I don't end up wrecking my Swift. And you can basically see here on the ball is catching on, and basically it's just very mindless and very easy, and it's a great way to be able to control your hanks as well. So you see, it's kind of fun. It's actually a lot of fun. Who am I kidding? I love this. So we're coming close to the end now, and so I'm just going to slow down my ball winder. And in this case, there are no extra ties at the end, so basically you can just see it and it's come off, and everything that we have, there's a knot right at the end. We just grab our scissors, cut it, and that's how you would do using a Swift and a yarn ball together, or yarn ball winder, in order to create the perfect yarn ball, just like you see. So it's a lot more organized, and you know what? You can start your project right away. Till next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the crochetcrowd.com.